Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now with today's topic, tear down the wall.
Absolutely. It's a bit like the Berlin Wall. We're going to tear it down.
We're going to tear it down.
So tear down the wall is our topic for this evening. So a big welcome to everyone that's joining us on Facebook Live.
Lee's going
to do some sharing. And as you join us, pop your details in the comments. We'd love to personally welcome you to this evening's stream. Great personal development topic this evening called Tear Down the Wall. So what's it all about? Well, we'll get to it. Gabby Viner says, hey people. G'day Gabby. Nice to have you here. Hello Kayla from Boston in the United States. Welcome Kayla. Glad to have you here nice and early there in the US. Who else have we got out there? Let us know where you're streaming in from in the comments. Love to personally welcome you to this evening's Facebook Live. Excited to be here. We've had a busy week. Evening from Sydney. Hello to Cheryl. G'day, Cheryl. Peggy Crane says, hi guys from a stunning Monkey Mia Resort. That's a cool name. Monkey Mia Resort.
Cool.
Hopefully it's not in the jungle somewhere where the monkeys are. Joe Newland. Hello. Coming to you from down the road in Varsity. G'day, Joe. Thanks for joining us. Great to have you here. Who else we got joining us? Pop your details in the comments. Let us know that you are here, and we'd love to personally welcome you to this evening's stream. Lee's just doing some sharing. G'day, Kim. Kim from Robina. Welcome. Great to have you here. Michelle Peel. Hello. Michelle from Currumbin. Hello. David Miller down in South Australia. Welcome, Dave. Peggy Crane says it's up north in WA. All right. Awesome. Melissa. Hi Melissa.
Legends.
Great to have you here. Bernie, hello Bernie, and we've got William in Adelaide. Bernie's doing backflips in Burleigh. James is here. G'day James. James is in Brizzy. Donna, hello Donna. Donna's also in Brizzy. Great to have you here, Donna. And we're just waiting for everyone to join us, and then we'll get our Facebook Live underway. And of course, we've got a great topic this week called Tear Down the Wall. We all have walls in our life.
Lots of walls. I just couldn't find where to do the...
We all have walls in our life, so we're going to talk about why they're there and what's necessary to get rid of them.
So guys, we're streaming here on Facebook, but we're also...
Angela's here. G'day Angela. David, TikTok. Of course, in South Australia and Adelaide.
Over me.
I'm welcoming people over here, which is important. Goja Az. Hello from Melbourne. Hello, Goja Az. What's Goja Az? AS. Kerry Young. Hello, Kerry. All the way up in Mackay. Welcome. Great to have you here. Who else we got out there, folks? As you join us, pop your details in the comments. Give us a hello. We'd love to welcome you. And then we'll get our topic underway. Lee's got it streaming over on TikTok as well. So hi over there. Good evening. So we've got a personal development topic we're going to bring to you called Tear Down the Wall. And we'll discuss our perspective on it, a little bit about it. And then we'll talk about what we've been up to and what's coming up.
Last one.
You're nearly done?
All right, that's the last one.
Excellent. Bernie Island says, big gratitude for the powerful presentation at Super Saturday.
Yes,
Transformational Day.
It was so good. Look what we've got here, actually. I left it here.
You left it here. Look at that.
I'll show you guys.
Look at that. There we go. There's a big trophy.
Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
So Lee and I got a trophy for earning over $200,000 US profit in our business in a single month.
It was an awesome event. We had the best time. It was very weird.
Crystal trophy.
It was very weird.
Yeah, beautiful. It's got gold writing on it. It actually says 200K on the trophy. I don't know if you can read that on there. 200K Club 2021, Simon and Leanne Haggard. So awesome. So we're coming off the back of a super high. We were all go on Saturday. We were live on stage. I said to my son yesterday, it was a bit like presenting on television.
Yeah.
That was what it was like.
With
no audience. We had cameras in front of us. We were on and off stage. Kerry said the bomb. Joe Bell said you'll need another shelf for the trophies.
For another cabinet.
So it was pretty energetic. We had to raise the vibration for everyone that was out there virtually.
Yeah.
And as I said, it was a bit like being on a TV show, right? Because you got no audience, you got cameras, and they're streaming it out to everyone that was a ticket holder and attending in our business.
Yes.
Magnificent trophy. It's gold. Can't read what else.
It is gold.
Can't read what the other side. Oh, congratulations. Peggy said it's a stunner. So we had a great Super Saturday event.
I'm glad they didn't make it bigger because the 100K ones are like massive and they're really heavy. I'm thinking, oh God, what are they going to do? Make it bigger? Wouldn't be able to fit it in the cabinet.
And we saw how big Julie's was, right? Well,
Yes.
This is nice. It's it's a nice trophy, right?
It is.
Nice
So
trophy.
cute.
Another one to go in the cabinet. It's cool. So we're super pleased to receive that award. That was awesome.
It was.
And we did some great training from stage.
Roll on 500K.
We did some great training from stage and presented that to all of our business owners.
Yes.
And gave out. There were some other award recipients on the day.
Yes.
We had people from Southeast Queensland achieve $50,000 profit in a single month in their business. We had a lady from Brisbane who achieved 50 and 100K in the 1 month. And she got up and received her award. And we had another recipient who earned over 200,000 profit in a single month here in
It
Queensland.
must be in the water in Queensland, I reckon.
It's a lifestyle up here in Queensland. You got to love
It's
it.
in the water.
Yeah. So it was a great event. What was your favourite thing out of the event, Lee?
Oh, of course, winning the award. But I don't know. The panels were the panel parts were fun.
Yeah. We had like a game show panel,
Yeah,
and that was
buzzers.
that was lots of fun.
Your buzzer was the funniest. Oh yes, yes.
That was something we've not done before, right? The panels.
Yeah, it was
so
pretty
that was good. I'm sure we'll see that again.
Yes, we will.
You got to mix it up. You got to do things differently, and most of all, don't reinvent the wheel. Just focus on the basics.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. At the end of the day, businesses work on structure, and they work on a basic system, and that is that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You've just got to keep doing what's recommended, right?
Yeah,
At the end of the
exactly.
day. All right, so let's jump into our topic. Tear down the wall. Now, all of us in our lives build walls around ourselves. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what do we build walls for? I mean,
To try and protect ourselves.
yeah, that's pretty common, right? Pretty common that people put up walls around themselves to protect themselves. Mm-hmm. Scared of getting hurt. They don't want other people to impede on them or get close to them or come into their inner circle. So people put walls up.
Yep.
Like the conversation of being stuck that we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks. Building walls is like when you're a bricklayer building a wall, right? So if you're having conversations of being stuck, it's no different. You're actually, every time you have a conversation of being stuck, you're actually building a wall around you.
Yeah. To make you more stuck.
Yeah, and to stop success coming in.
Yeah.
Right? You want to repel the success.
The phone's jumping.
You want to repel the success, and you want to allow the negativity to stay in there.
Yeah.
What's this? David. Oh yeah, Kerry said the yes buzzer. David said, "I love this. It's a yes man comment." All right. So people create all types of situations in their life that create walls. What are some of those, Lee?
Destructive behaviour.
Yeah. So people put a wall up around that, right? Mm-hmm. Peer pressure. We put a wall up around peer pressure from others. We don't want to, if we're challenged by others, and we don't want to feel that we want to be pressured into something that we're not comfortable with, we can put walls up, right? Because we don't want to experience that peer pressure.
Concepts of being uncool.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one, isn't it? It's very relevant to teenagers these days.
Yep.
And the younger generation, what are they, Gen Z? Gen Y? I don't know. I keep
We
getting
try to
confused.
figure this out. We just.
I think we were Gen Y, we decided.
Yeah, I think so.
So the younger generation, if it's uncool, and they want to start putting walls up around themselves, right? Or it can be just you're too uptight. And if one does not do things that are destructive and you're uptight, you want to build walls around you. Mm-hmm. So that's another one. What else?
Drinking, smoking, using drugs.
Yep. So these are destructive behaviours that people can then put walls up around themselves. They want to protect themselves from others. And they can turn to that. They can turn to drinking, turn to smoking, turn to using drugs. Then, of course, there's one in relationships where people can be cheating or flirting, right? And that's a destructive behaviour that can be destructive in people's lives, and people put walls up around it, right? Yeah. Or you can just be a slacker. What's a slacker?
Someone that just can't be bothered doing stuff.
That's right. Now, if you can't be bothered doing stuff,
That's me. I'm a slacker.
Oh, really?
On some things. Just
So
on
if you
some
can't be bothered doing stuff in life that's going to move you forward, then are you a slacker? Ask yourself, am I a slacker? And some people
In
recognise
some
they
areas.
are.
In some areas.
Yeah, some people recognise they are. So as they realise all of these things, all of these different behaviours that can build walls around us, we just prove to ourselves that everyone else, and we prove to ourselves and everyone else that, you know what? It's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. You know, have you ever heard that? People say that?
That's just how it is.
Just how it is. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do to change it. Mm-hmm. You know, I just accept that it is the way it is.
Yeah. It is how it is.
But is that true?
No.
No, that's not true.
Donna doesn't believe I'm a slacker.
Donna doesn't believe you're a slacker.
Depends what it is.
So the thing about excuse me, I need a sip of that water.
I got this water and he keeps stealing it from me.
I did keep stealing it. She said, "Don't drink it all." And I'm like, glug, 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 before the stream, going, "Thanks. That was really nice." All right. So as people realise these things, they they just form an opinion to justify their actions, to say, you know what, it's just the way it is. And you hear people say that. So the more they do this, the more they lay bricks that build the wall around them.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
The bigger the wall gets.
So people build these walls constantly in their lives. Now, the virtues are the very thing that make life amazing. Now, we're going to list out some of the virtues of our life.
So good health.
Yeah, that makes your life amazing if you've got good health. A long life. Mm-hmm. If you want to live a long life, that's a virtue to live a long life.
Prosperity.
Prosperity. Yeah, you want to live a life of prosperity, aren't we lucky?
Yes.
We partner with prosperity.
That's right. Meaningful relationships. Like
Meaningful
partners,
relationships.
Friendships,
Yeah.
all those fun things, family.
Yeah, well, they make it a life. They make life amazing, right? Mm-hmm. And loyal friendships. Loyal friendships also make life amazing as well. So our higher values are not what allows a person to live the life of joy instead of a life of pain. So our higher values are what allows us to live a life of joy instead of a life of pain. So we've got to hold those values high, all right, in our life.
Sure.
So we want to live a life with good health, long life. We want to live a life of prosperity. We want to have meaningful relationships, and we want to have loyal friendships.
Yep.
And all of that brings us joy in our life.
Absolutely.
I was just on a school meeting for my son's school tonight before this, and this year is the year of joy at his school.
Cool.
They've named it the year of joy. And they were talking about, some of the concepts of how they can make school life more joyful, right? And they were talking about values. And I thought, wow, here we are talking exactly about this stuff tonight in our personal development.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good to see that the school is enforcing everything that we talk about in life and in business, in the adult world, and certainly our kids get it from us, right?
As much as they don't like it.
As much as they may not appreciate it. Don't say they don't like it. I just don't think they appreciate it yet. But they will, right? It helps formulate who they are. And wow, if I grew up with the personal development that we have available to us when we were kids, you would grow up with stronger values, integrity, and ethics.
Yeah.
And it could shape you. It could have shaped you a lot earlier than what it did, right?
Absolutely.
So this is how we create a big game of life. Is we actually follow the virtues that are the very thing that make our lives amazing. All right. So that's important. Now, you realise that you are 100% responsible, Lee, for your reality.
Absolutely.
Do you realise that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. And therefore, you create anything, right, as well as those of the disillusioned to be real in your own universe. So people that are disillusioned in their life, if you take that on, guess what? You can create that in your life.
Absolutely, you can.
You can become disillusioned by hanging around people,
the wrong people,
that are disillusioned.
Yeah.
Right?
So Donna says, love that. Let's make this year of joy for all of us.
That's right.
Good plan, Donna. Good plan.
The energy and how you bounce off each other is so awesome. Thanks, Donna. All right, so you therefore can create anything in your life that you want, but of course you don't want to be surrounding yourself with people that are disillusioned, because you can take that on board very, very easily. You want to surround yourself with people that are lifting you up, with people that are having those success conversations that we talked about. Now, there are behaviours and actions, Lee, which are inconsistent with our highest thoughts and belief, right? And they create certain things. And one of those is what? Heartache, yeah. So these are behaviours and actions which can be inconsistent with our highest thoughts and beliefs. And another one is sadness, right? Another one is? Depression, right? These are things that can have effect on individuals. Another one is anger, right? People can suffer from anger. They can suffer from frustration. Yep.
Self-loathing.
What's that?
I don't know how to explain it.
Well, it's where you don't think very highly of yourself. That's the way I would put it.
Yeah, so low self-esteem.
Yeah, it's a combination of that, isn't it? You don't think highly of yourself, you loathe yourself.
Yeah.
Might like the way that you look, or your body shape, or and that again, this is a big thing for younger generation today with social media and how powerful things are, and what they I guess the impression of what they see out in the world as to what's normal. I saw some articles the other day about Instagram portraits and then the real portrait. So it's like the filtered, and then what the real version looks like. And we're talking about this on stage briefly. What was that comedian's name? The lady?
Celeste Barber.
Yeah, Celeste Barber. Like, you got to love her, right? She's hilarious. She takes off the Instagram people, or people on YouTube, or sorry, I keep banging the desk. Got the hands moving tonight. I know. And Celeste Barber's funny, right? At that.
She is very funny.
Yeah, and she just does these mock-up comedy skits. And so, she's obviously got high self-esteem.
Yes.
Certainly hasn't got low self-esteem.
That's right.
All right, so allowing these things, and these things we spoke about are heartache, sadness, depression, anger, frustration, self-loathing, and low self-esteem. If we allow those to exist in our universe, it starts and ends with you. So ideally, you don't want those to exist in the universe.
No. And no one's perfect. We're all going to have elements of this sometimes.
Yeah, but it's how you learn to overcome them, though.
Exactly.
Right? So there's tools out there, there's education out there, and there's ways that we can implement different strategies to change the way that we think and feel in order to overcome these situations. Now, this isn't about others, right? So if you're sitting here thinking, this is not about me.
It's about you.
It is about you.
It's about me, it's about you, it's about them.
It is, and them.
And them. And you guys. They're not leaving you out.
So it is. It's about each and every one of us. And we can take a moment to really look at ourselves and say, are we putting walls up? Some people put walls up in relationships because they've experienced a negative relationship, and therefore they put up a wall or a barrier because they don't want to
get close to someone else.
Yeah, don't want to let somebody in, right?
Yeah.
Where else do people put walls up? What else do you think? Any other ideas? Just something that comes to mind? To protect themselves?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
All right, yeah. Peer groups are probably the big one.
Yeah, at school maybe?
Yep.
Or at work?
Or... Yeah, work. Yeah, a lot of people suffer from bullying at work and people mistreating them, and in the workplace, and certainly, education, growing up through the education system. Kids can be mean.
Yeah, so can adults.
Right.
Adults are probably meaner, actually, than kids.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, they can be.
Some pretty mean stuff out there that kids do. But you cannot control others. You can only control yourself, and that's the key. So how are you showing up? Are you putting walls or barriers up? And of course, you want to break down those walls. You want to let people in, right? And you've got to build trust, and you've got to build resilience to allow others to get close, right? So that you can have different experiences. I mean, if you always had walls up about certain things, there's times in your life when you wouldn't do things. You wouldn't have an experience, would you?
Well, it's just like, let's say you buy a thing of fruit and you bite into a bad strawberry. Doesn't mean you're not going to ever eat strawberries again, right?
Kids might.
Maybe. That's how bad it was.
I had that one experience.
So it's the same with anything. Like if you're just not going to do something because you had this one bad experience.
Yeah. No, you absolutely. I mean, you've got to be open to giving something another go, right? It's how do successful people create success? One step at a time, and through failure,
and lessons and learning and all those kind of things.
Absolutely. Now you've got to honour your own values and realise that you're at the effect of your own life, not at what?
Cause.
Yeah, not a cause, right? You don't want to be at the cause of your life. You want to be at the effect. You want to be leading.
You want to be in control.
You want to be in control. So by honouring your value, you are at the effect of your life. Not at the cause of your life.
Yeah.
So the cause of your life would be going through life out of control.
Yeah.
Right?
Thinking everyone else is doing everything to you.
That's right. So it's not my issue. Like, it wasn't my fault.
I didn't
it was
do
them.
anything.
It was them. So this is a bit about our topic for this evening, which is pretty exciting. I mean, I like the whole idea about tearing down the wall, because we all can put walls up in our life, and you can only experience long term what you are willing to cause. So you can only experience long term what you are willing to cause. I actually like the saying what you're willing to create, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to cause, because it sort of reminds me of that cause and effect. So I'd rather be going forward, living life at the effect, not at the cause. But you can only experience long term what you're willing to create.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not willing to create anything, you can't experience anything.
Nope.
Have you been bungee jumping?
Yes.
Yeah. How was that?
Never doing that again.
Oh,
putting up the walls.
See, there's one.
However, I went bungee jumping and I said I would never do that again. But then after that, I did like a bungee swing. So it's kind of the same,
but
different.
It's different.
Well, you're sitting on a chair rather than hanging upside
Oh, you
down.
still flew off the edge?
Yeah.
And bounced in there?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
right.
flew between the cliffs.
Right.
So I still did it in a different way, but I wouldn't do the one off the feet again, but I did do a different one.
Tell us, anyone out there, have you done bungee jumping? What did Michelle Collins say? Yes, and the next one...
They're talking about the event.
Oh, okay. So if you've done bungee jumping, let us know. Would you do it again? Have you put a brick wall up, or are you tearing down that wall?
You only need to do it once. Donna says, kindness is always important. It's the smallest acts on a daily basis that can lift each other up. Be nice. And I missed the rest. It flew off the screen.
Now, Jo said she's done bungee jumping.
Yes, when I was 15, Kim said.
Oh, Kim's done it at 15.
Keen. Jo said never again. She's putting up the wall.
Jo's put the wall up. Put the wall up.
Yeah, Daredevil, Kylie. Yep, that's
All right.
me.
So you're doing, whatever you do, your doing improves your life.
She prefers to skydive. We do indoor skydiving. That is amazing. But there's no way I'm jumping out of a plane.
I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good plane either. No way.
Haven't done bungee jumping, but fell off a trampoline and was scary enough.
Off a trampoline. Indoor skydiving is a different story,
Cool,
Kim. I'll do that happily.
Yeah, indoor skydiving is fun.
All right, so your doing improves your life. So things that you do improve your life, but it also creates the space for others, right? So by you leading by example and just doing, you're actually creating the space for others.
I have to say, Michelle said I've done the highest bungee jump in the world, and what an experience, would do it again.
Wow, okay.
Or shark diving.
Shark diving.
Oh,
Oh, you are a daredevil.
Michelle!
Dave says something, he's agreeing with
If you
Michelle.
ask me to go somewhere, Michelle, I'm going to have to say no.
Where are you taking
Just
me?
in case.
I've got the surprise. You want to come? All right. So, and of course, what does Bridget say? I wouldn't want to lose my
Retinas.
my retinas.
I skydived twice and loved it.
Yeah. Look at this. So, if you don't create the space in your life, then guess what?
It does not exist.
That's right. If you don't create the space, then it does not exist. And you've got to be prepared to create the space and break down some of these walls. So, hiding behind a brick wall can be a very lonely
and dissatisfies. I can't even say the word. Dissatisfying.
Yep.
Place to be.
Absolutely. So do you want to live behind a wall, or do you want to break down those walls and tear them down? Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to move forward. allow yourself to learn, allow yourself to grow and educate. And those are important key tips, right? Mm-hmm. All right, well that's...
Bernie does backflips, does that count?
Certainly not as daredevilish as bungee jumping or jumping out of a plane.
I could never do a backflip, so...
And Lee, what's coming up on the agenda for us? We've got some live stream calls this week.
Yes.
We're not hosting.
No hosting.
That's a good, nice break after the...
our post Super Saturday team party for our local distributors on Saturday, so that's going to be lots of fun.
So we will be looking forward to a gathering with some of our like-minded business owners here on the Gold Coast at our place. So that'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
That's on Saturday, and we'll look forward to that. So everyone have a wonderful week, whatever you've got ahead of you, and join us back here next week.
We'll see you next
same
Tuesday.
time, same Facebook page, 7:30 on... what episode? It's next week,
100.
100?
Episode 100 next week, guys.
It is. I think next week's 100.
Woo.
All right, we need to come up with something whiz-bang.
We need some confetti, Bernie. No.
Oh, yeah, I can see Bernie coming around with a big gun, with a big confetti gun, and exploding it in our house. That would not be a good idea.
Do not bring... Okay, confetti is banned on Saturday.
That's right.
Banned.
Otherwise, you'll be vacuuming it up. All right, so that's it for us. We'll be back next week for episode 100.
Woo-hoo.
Episode 100 of our personal development Facebook Lives.
Make out an opera. Does it say Oprah theme or opera?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. You have to clarify, Gabby.
Make at an opera thing. There's a bit of a
You
typo
get a
there.
car and you get a car and you get a car.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll just... That's too funny.
I had somebody else put that up before. That's it for us. We'll enjoy the rest of your week. We'll look forward to seeing you back here same time next week, episode 100.
Someone said champagne. Carly said champagne.
That's a good idea.
We'll have a champagne.
Yeah,
I don't drink champagne, but sure. We'll have a cocktail.
Yeah, a cocktail.
We'll have a cocktail on the live.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
All right, sounds good.
We'll come up with something.
Thanks,
all right, we'll
guys.
see you next week. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Have a good evening. Bye.
You have to turn it off.